What's this called? Neptune's what? Arm. Okay, Neptune. Okay, Neptune and Poseidon. Who's Greek and who's Roman? Okay, where are we? Well, there is part of the shore belonging to Herne Bay, not Herne Hill, which is in South London, as I said to somebody. The Wetherspoons we went into is just there, and of course, on a hot day, and especially on the weekend, I bet there'd be plenty of day trippers from London, because it really is not that far. As with a lot of this, the coastline around the UK, and strictly speaking, this is an estuary. Actually, the Isle of Sheppey is just up there. This is an estuary, this part here. But the tide comes in and goes out pretty quick. Like when we went into the Wetherspoons, this tide was in, at least up to where that small boat is. And now you can see how it is. And so if people are out looking for cockles and mussels and oysters and all this kind of stuff, then people can get themselves in trouble if they stay out too long and think that they can beat the tide coming back in. And sometimes people do get into problems. Anyway, yeah, so as you can see, it's clouded over a little bit. Got a bit nippier here, but you know, we are out a little bit. We're not like the other side of all those buildings, you know, they kind of act as a bit of a windbreak, depending. So, show the what? Oh, this is called Neptune's Arm. You can see it comes out from how it is. It goes around and finishes there. So I guess, I don't know, from a certain point of view, it can resemble an arm, I suppose. Anyway, so, you won? Liza spots, you know, the oyster industry around here, there's a lot of potential actually, and it is expanding again. But there'd be masses of oysters, not just this part, but all around actually. Used to be a big thing from here, or the UK if you like, and there are millions of them, millions and millions. And cockles and mussels and whelks, all of that stuff. Anyway, it's getting a bit windier. Heading out. I'm guessing once upon a time that pier went out all the way to there. And that's just a guess. I don't know for sure, but you think it's quite possible. And no longer there's a little helter-skelter up there and a few little things to keep the kids out of trouble, maybe. Anyway, so approaching the end of Neptune's Arm, where I expect to see a hand, 4 fingers and a thumb. Something tells me that's not the case. Anyway, you can see the beach there actually. Lots of pebbles on it, but not all. There are some patches that are like, you know, pebble free. And so this is close enough. Like if you live in southeast London anyway, then it wouldn't take at all long to get down here. I don't know, what, 30 minutes, 35, 40, something like that. Not sure. Canterbury. So you got 4 miles up Whitstable. Up there is Whitstable, and then about 8 miles inland from that is Canterbury. So for those of you like that kind of thing. You know, Canterbury is, of course, the cathedral and all that is a World Heritage Site. Very important for the Anglican Church. Anyway, so yeah, so if you like that sort of thing, Canterbury's not far, is it? Anyway, so where is she? She's down there. And rapidly approaching the end. There's somebody on this jet ski there. Could get grounded here actually, or beached. Not careful, I would think. Anyway. as you can tell from the noise, it's a bit windier. That looks to be some sort of observation post. Some steps there that one can wander up if one chooses. And then see, what I really wanted to do was just, instead of going all the way back and around, was just go across here. But something tells me that that is not a good idea right now. I don't know if the tide's still going out, and whether this part here is kind of exposed at some point. But even if you did walk across, then what do you do? You know, you climb up one of those vertical pillars, or are you able to sort of walk to the beach? Not sure. Anyway, let's go up here. Da 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 da. Okay, honey, we got to walk all the way back and around. That's fine. Jolly good. Okay, I'm gonna throw.
I think Neptune would be the Roman because of the history of England.
Okay, Neptune
Let's see if that.
is.
And did you tell the subscribers that during the war they cut down some of this pier?
During the war,
World War II?
or we cut down some of the pier. What, for the metal, for the
No,
from the railings?
they weren't sure if the enemies were gonna come, where they're gonna come, so they cut down the pier. Remember?
Oh, okay. Well, how about that? Maybe the pier was cut down because something to do with a possible German invasion. Okay. Well. Oh, and the Thames froze in the 1960s or 1860s? 1960s. What? All of the Thames, or just the bit out here?
Check their pack subscribers. Who knows if that's true or not? You're so fishy.
All right. Anyway, gotta go, honey. There we go. Can I go?